Part 2. The First Seals Revealed. The first two secrets of Fatima are the foundation upon which everything is built. They are tangible, terrible, and prophetic. The first secret was a vision of hell, a dreadful image of torment and despair, a warning of the consequences of sin, an image that deeply shocked the children. The second secret, however, was of frightening political and historical precision. It predicted the end of the First World War, but announced an even worse second conflict if humanity did not convert. Even more astounding was the specific request to consecrate Russia to its error. Consider, this was 1917. The October Revolution was imminent. The rise of atheistic Soviet communism, which would hold the world captive in a Cold War for 70 years, was unforeseeable at that time. How could 3 uneducated children know of the coming threat from Russia? Was this divine prophecy, or was there another obscure source of this information? The request for the consecration of Russia to the Immaculate Heart of Mary became a central controversial point. Was it ever carried out as requested? Many believe no, and thus they see in the Second World War the inevitable fulfillment of this grim prediction. Part 1. The Shadow in the Sun. Imagine a sun-drenched day in 1917. A remote location em Portugal, Cova da Iria. 3 children, Lucia, Francisco, and Jacinta, are tending their sheep. The world is in flames. The First World War is raging. Yet here, in this apparent idyll, something is about to occur that will shake the 20th century to its foundations. It begins with a light, a being that presents itself as the angel of peace. Preparation, a warning, but that was only the prelude. Then, on May 13th, a gleaming, supernatural figure appears to them, a woman brighter than the sun. She is the Virgin Mary. What follows are 5 more apparitions, culminating in a shocking spectacle witnessed by thousands. The miracle of the sun on October 13, 1917. The sun, witnesses report, began to dance, to fall from the sky threatening the earth, before returning to its place. Newspapers, even atheistic ones, reported it. Something inexplicable had happened. But the real message, the core of the mystery, was not addressed to the crowd. It was entrusted to 3 simple children in the form of 3 secrets. 2 were later revealed. The third, however, would captivate the world and remains a riddle to this day. It was a key not only to heaven, but perhaps also to the future of humanity itself. Part 4. Theories, Conspiracies, and the Hidden Meaning. Let's dive into the whirlpool of interpretations. If the official third secret is not the whole truth, what might be missing? A popular theory suggests it predicts a great apostasy, a falling away from the faith, within the Catholic Church itself, where the institution becomes corrupted. Another, even darker reading links the vision to a global catastrophe, perhaps a Third World War, triggered by the ideological conflicts foreseen in Fatima. The connection to historical events is staggering. Pope John Paul II survived an assassination attempt in 1981 on a date directly linked to Fatima, May 13th. He was deeply convinced that the Virgin of Fatima saved his life. The bullet that hit him was set into the crown of the Fatima statue. A coincidence? Or evidence of the prophecy's ongoing power? Conspiracy theorists go further. They ask if the message of Fatima was a warning about a specific global agenda, a new world order, symbolically represented in the visions of the destructive regime and the murdered pope. Are the secrets of Fatima a prophetic roadmap for the spiritual battles of the 21st century? Part 3. The third secret, the heart of the riddle. Now we enter the realm of the highest speculation. The third secret. Lucia, the seer, wrote it down in 1944, but it was kept under lock and key for almost 60 years in the Vatican's secret archives. The Vatican stated that the content was so shocking it could plunge the world into panic. Imagine the rumors this decision fueled. What could be so terrible? Was it the prediction of an apocalyptic nuclear war? The apostasy of faith within the Church itself? When the Vatican finally published the document in the year 2000, it described a visionary scene. A bishop dressed in white, widely interpreted as the Pope, climbs a mountainous path through a destroyed city, where he is killed by soldiers with arrows and bullets. Many breathed a sigh of relief. A symbolic link to the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II in 1981 seemed to fulfill the prophecy. But here the true controversy begins. Critics and renowned cardinals, including Cardinal Ratzinger, the future Pope Benedict XVI, expressed doubts. They said the published version was a symbolic portrayal, whose full meaning may not have been fully disclosed. Was there a second, even more secret text? One describing more concrete, world-shattering events? The implication that the Vatican is withholding part of the truth is the breeding ground for the wildest and most disturbing theories. Part 5. A philosophical legacy: what remains? Ultimately, Fatima confronts us with humanity's eternal questions about fate versus free will. The prophecy's core message suggests our future isn't fixed, that prayer and spiritual transformation can alter our collective path. This makes Fatima not just a prediction, but a call to conscious action. Yet beyond theology, Fatima endures as a powerful mirror of our collective psyche. It reflects our deepest fears of global catastrophe, our suspicion of hidden truths, and our timeless yearning for meaning in a chaotic world. The children interpreted their experience through the lens of their faith, just as we would interpret similar events through our modern understanding. This reveals more about humanity's perpetual search for answers than about the nature of the phenomenon itself. The true conclusion to the Fatima story remains unwritten. Its final chapter is being composed by humanity itself, through our choices, our values, and our ongoing struggle between destruction and redemption. The prophecy's ultimate meaning will be determined not by what was revealed, but by how we respond.